Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Create Every Day in April. Today is April 15th. It's Thursday, Friday Eve, as the young folks would say. Today we are making a mess. I have some some wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. I have some paint brushes from the Dollar Tree, and I have some paint. I think it came from Michael's or Joann Fabric or Walmart. I'm thinking Walmart's the apple barrel kind. So whoever makes apple barrel, I think I paid 50 cents for them or 77 cents. So it's probably Walmart. And we are just painting this. Now I did do two other videos showing you start to finish, but I realized that we would run out of time if I kept, because I didn't stop the video. I just kept, oh, I messed this up. I just kept the video going. And so what I decided to do is just show you where we are now versus start to finish, because we were at 18 minutes on the first video and we're at 17 minutes on the second video, and I was just still sitting like I am right now painting. So I hope you all are having a great week. This week seems to have just taken wings and flown by, and I'm happy for that. This year is going by so fast in my opinion. um, I do think that the earlier months tend to kind of go fast, and then the latter months kind of drag out until the holidays come around. So like when April, so June, probably May, June, and July up to August are kind of be like a slower pace, I think. So these boxes come in different sizes from the Dollar Tree. I pay with everything I'm about to show you. I pay with my own money. I'm not sponsored by anyone. Um, so yeah, I just want to go ahead and say that. You can do this portion of the project for about $4, $5. If you already have paint on hand, if you already have paint brushes on hand, and you just need this piece, you can, it's $1. And a little dresser that I'll show you in a few seconds was $1. So the project that the end result of the project, I've never watched a full-fledged video of start to finish how I did it. I've seen a project share of something similar, but not really. I am doing a a take on two different aspects of this project. So you'll see some of that hopefully in this video as well. And that's why I decided not to keep just me painting for 18 minutes. But this project is going to be another process of more than one day. And I keep getting paint on my hand. Great. Also, I recommend if you do this on your work desk to put plastic down versus paper, because wet paint and paper tend to stick versus easily peel up. If you had what is that called? Like some plastic saran wrap, plastic bag, trash bag, or whatever. You can just easily pull it up. And I just took three colors: white, which is called Snow White, country gray, and cool blue. Cool blue. Nice popsicle. Blueberry flavored. And I'm mixing them together for now. So I do have a few things I want to address. If you have seen CREDA before, I hope that I am meeting those expectations, I guess. And the reason why I say this is because I know in the past we've did more complete projects versus not complete projects, and I feel like this CREDA has been not a whole bunch of completed projects. It's been more of a we're gonna go through this whole process until we're done type of project, and I'm okay with this process. I just hope that you are as well. I do enjoy sharing with everyone my start to finish things. And you know, we have to be very realistic when it comes to what we expect in the crafting world. I know a lot of times we edit the videos down to just show you start and then finish. But crafting takes a little while, especially when you're doing projects. It's not going to be very quick. You know, through the magic of YouTube, as people would call it, it's a little bit different. Or through the magic of TV, right? You can have a lot of stuff pre-done. But for Create Every Day, we're creating something, you know, we're creating chaos. I'm just painting these stars, and I think Dollar Tree has different I think one's a circle, maybe. I wish it was plain, but I feel like if it was a plain, like if we got a circle and put a star and put it back in there, if it was a solid box, they charge us more money for it. You could get a solid box from one of the big box stores. So if you really wanted just a solid box, you could do that. Also, if you don't want to paint, you could always spray it, stain. If you have some stain, you could use some distress, which I really wouldn't recommend, but you can use distress ink to stain it. I would probably just get the staining ink, that the staining, whatever the staining stuff is that Tim Host has, or if you have staining stuff from another place that you want to use, you could definitely use that. I would recommend that over using your distressors. But if that's what you want to do, if you want to try it out, go ahead, try it out. So right now we're just going to run this over here. And I'm going to make a mess. Yep, make a mess. Make a mess. All right. So I'm just going around this edge, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything to the edges. So I don't want to leave them raw. I think I did paint them white, but now I want to do a little hue of blue. I feel like the end project is going to be so worth this whole work, because I've seen the end of this project in my head. I know how it's going to go. So hopefully it goes according to plan. All right, we're going to let this thing dry. And we're going to paint our desk real quick. The desk should be good enough to finish being painted. So this is how it looks. If we have paint left over, we'll do the back. And this is a messy process. I definitely contemplated the process of how we would get this accomplished. And this, I feel, is the part that needs to be done now. So now I'm going to take this and I am just going to run this across, and it's too blue. So I'm going to take some gray right here and just drag it in. And it's so thick right now. And I'm going to get some white. Like if you remember school, and you remember colors, primary colors, yeah, there we go. And you remember blending and how the teacher tells you yellow and blue make green, red and blue make purple. So, you know, the goal is to kind of create a different color. The white did act as a primer, and that is great, because what I'm going to do once these colors dry is I'm going to come back in. I think I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to, I think, well, maybe we'll see. If it looks good to me, I won't do it, but I was going to come back in and sand the colors off again, but we may not have to. Because it's looking pretty ragged the way the goal. The goal is to not have it look perfect, everyone. So that is the goal. Now you can take these buttons off that they have on here and put your own little knobs or buttons or beads and stuff like that. But I'm okay with the buttons that they have on here, the knobs that they have on here. already. So this is just kind of like me, yeah, wah, going crazy on it. I think I'll come back. All right, so we only had that little bit left over, which I'm okay with. I don't like to waste a lot of paint, even though I don't paint a lot. I still don't like to uh, ruin or waste, something that could be potentially used later on for other projects, or even other people could, benefit from it, from using it. So I do want to go ahead and go on to the next step. So this is how it looks. And this person has I have a whole story for her, and we will get to know her as we play around with this project. But it looks like she's a DIY type of person. She was driving down the street one day. She saw this on the side of the road, and she was like, oh, this will be perfect. And she got it. And so this is how this looks, and it's all dried up. And I suppose we're going to go ahead and paint this back real quick. All right, so because something in me was going to be like complaining that I didn't do the back. So there we go. We got the back done. We got our little side of the road dresser chilling. All right, so this is Gabriella. I don't know if she's the new one or last year from Julie Nutting. Let's see. No cop 2018. So she's older. She's an older one, and she looks like this. And we've used her before, and we have changed her name. Her name is no longer Gabriella. It is now Michelle, Vicky, Tina, Angela, whoever you want her to be. But you can stick with Gabriella. She's a DIYer. Like, she is into DIYing all kinds of junk. And she likes to upcycle stuff because she owns a little sea shanty. That's the name of her shop on the boardwalk of where she lives. Pick a place, Brandyville, Crafterville, whatever. That's where she lives. Okay, wherever you want her to live. If you're doing a project like this, I am using some paper that I had made copies of this right here, and I didn't do it right a long time ago, 2016 or 17. And so I'm just using the back of it. It is 65-pound paper. It's from Michael's. But anyway, she's into DIY and stuff. She always finds things. She upcycles it, and she stages it on her floor of her shop, the sea shanty, and she makes money. So we're gonna fussy cut some stuff, as well as paper piece. Yay. All of the stuff that I say I don't like, we're doing it. We may not get a chance to do all of that today, but I am going to get a few pieces stamped out ahead of time. Okay. Yeah. All right. And I think we're going to stamp out. This looks good. Yeah, we're going to stamp out another outfit. All right. Now, I told you in the past, I'm not really a big fan of these shoes. So I'm going to cut the bow off, and I'm going to just color all of this one solid heavy color. Like, I'm going to try to see if the blue will work, and if not, I will probably end up having to so in my head she has on those little boots. Yeah, this is not gonna work. And I already put the stamp up. So what I'm gonna make something to cover this up, and I'll be right back. All right, so I am going to just fussy cut around the foot area only, because I prefer to color first and then fussy cut. But those shoes, oh crap, bug me so much. We may actually have to do this one again because I don't want her to have on black shoes. But you know, we'll have to check and see. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just edging these to make it look like it's a stamped portion. So we're gonna put it down on top just like that. And then this one will be just like that. And I probably can just put something and cover her foot, this side of her foot up. Oh, that's the wrong side, Brandy. Oh, that works out great. So that's good to go. We ain't got to worry about it. No stress. I had it flipped over, so that's good. So we're just going to ink. Oh, this is what crafting is all about, right? Messy fingers, fun projects, good laughs. Sounds like I'm advertising for a bar, right? Her bar, her sea shanty. She has all kinds of stuff going on in her sea shanty. So we're going to go ahead and just color up. And we can be slightly messy because we're going to fussy cut all of this out. And not only that, her dress is going to be fussy cut out too. But I don't want to be like, oh, we can do whatever. Because I'm going to be fussy cutting and gluing stuff down. I still want to take my time. And I feel like I do better when the image is a little bit fuller. I don't really care to color and then have the image fussy cut. I prefer to color and then fussy cut. Or not fussy cut at all, right? So if I had stamped her out and then did the scan and cut, it would be a little bit different. I do notice some of these stamps have die pieces to go with them. Which ones, I don't know. I don't know if the newer ones do or not. I know that it's a $30, maybe even more, stamping die. It's like a real doll with like little dots on it that you can color up if you so choose. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna go good. This color is raw umber. You know, I don't own all of the Julie Nutting Prima stamps because not all of them I like. The paper dolls, I would say I'm more into. And I like the ones with no faces. I do prefer to have them with no faces because in my crazy mind, the expression on their face says it all. Like when we put her to get, I mean, she doesn't have an expression, but the whole around, the surround of what you're doing with her gives off the impression of what she's thinking or whatever. Like right now, she's just kind of standing here. But if you do other things to the stamp itself, then you'll get a different mindset. And she's kind of funky. She's a little bit on the wild side. Is that too wild? That's too wild. I think I need to, is that raw umber? I think I'm gonna have to, she was looking a little bit too green for me. There we go. Okay. These are like quick on the go crafts, right? Not even close. We're at 18 minutes. I'm going to finish coloring her up and I'm going to leave her here. I can do that. I have a project that's due soon. So I don't like to come back to a messy desk when I'm crafting projects. Like I don't have to clean all this stuff off and come and do another project and then put this back on. So I'm trying to space them out. Like today's the 15th and you know I have something on the 18th and the 20th and the 21st and the 25th and the 27th and the 30th that's due. Although I think I have 2 videos already recorded, but I'll have to check and see. Whatever name, give me a name in the comment section for what we're going to call her. Because she's a personal friend of mine now. And I'm not sure, we're going to call her Gabriella for now, but I'm not sure if Gabriella is going to fit all of this story that we got going on. And I'm not good with naming characters for some strange reason. All right, so we're going to be using coffee bean. I I have a backstory for her. So she's a sea captain's daughter. They lived on this little island port her whole life, and she's traveled. She's well versed. She's educated. She's been to different areas of the world. And then her father retired from capturing boats, sea captain, pirate, and he has some land, and he gave it to her. He's still kicking. So is mom. But Gabrielle's been always a free spirit. She's always did pretty much, because she's grown up on the seas, right? She's boarded a few vessels in her time. Let's just put it like that. So people don't really tend to mess with her in a bad way. A lot of people think she's great and whatever. They love her shop. The shop is so nice and quaint. And, if mom comes along, she'll make this special family meal that's been in the family for as long as Gabrielle can remember. Great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother passed it down. And the secret is with her, and she knows how to make it. And so, but she likes the way mom makes it. Who doesn't like the way their mom makes something? I had made some fried chicken the other day, and I normally don't fry anything. I usually bake a ball. But I was talking to my uncle. He was like, "Oh," I said, "It was good." Like, I was impressed. Like, it was good. I was like, I did it so good. I want to make some more. So I was going to the store to get some more chicken to make some fried chicken. Ended up making spaghetti though. Long story. Oh, we got to keep these to the side. And so my uncle was like, "Oh, tastes like your mom." I was like, "Not quite. I don't think I'll ever be able to reach her level of fried chickendom. Like, there's some things that I made a lot better than she did. Like, I remember, I I'm no stranger in the kitchen. I don't enjoy cooking, but I'm no stranger in the kitchen. The one thing I can't cook, which I wish I could cook really good, is fried shrimp. Because I could just go to this grocery store and buy the shrimp and cook it myself, right? But I can't make it that well. I've made it before, like for, what was it? Was it this year? I don't know. Big roommate, I made him some, I think it was last year. I peeled 3 pounds of shrimp. Oh, you talk about raw fingers. All right, let's get down to business real quick. We'll have to talk about fried chicken tomorrow if I remember our food. So you see right here, this little spot. Now, if you really are worried about it, which apparently I am because I just went in and cut it, you can poke the hole like I showed you the last time, or you could do just what I'm doing right now. I just cut on her hand, and I am on that one clean line that Julie seems to give us on these dolls. And there we go. And I'm going to trim this down a little bit because, yeah, I need to trim it down. So let's talk about yesterday's video. For some reason, I thought I could record 30 minutes. I think we started this conversation in the previous videos, and I don't remember. Because I did two. This is the third one. The third video. So, anyway. The thing did not connect. So the last 15 seconds of the video, I had to go and connect it. I had to merge them together. But guess what? It merged into a box. Like, it merged them, but it wasn't full screen like the videos are supposed to be. So I had to go re-merge it, and guess what? It did not do it again. So I was like, okay, let me see if I'm going to upload this video to the computer. And then I went online to see why, the format was at 1:1, 16:9, all those different formats. And I just played around with it and it uploaded properly. Well, not full, but it full enough. So annoying. Technology can be great and then it could be a pain in the behind, right? Alrighty. So I am going to finish fussy cutting her dress with you all. Hopefully I can do it a little fast. And we're going to just lay it on top. We will not paper piece this today. But you see where we're going with this, right? And she has seashells. She always tries to wear something sea shanty like. Her other employees are required to wear, like other clothes. I should pull out Adam, right? But Adam don't have on no clothes. And I don't know if I want to stamp some clothes out for Adam. Or I can get one of the smaller ones. But I don't have, for what I want to do, it's not going to work. I rarely use the guys. I realize that I need to start using them a little bit more. I do have some ideas for this year once the end of the year. I do like to do collaborations, but I've said this before, next year I don't think I'll be doing a whole lot of collabing. I do, if some of them continue, I do want to continue on with a few of them, but I will not be doing all of them. All the ones I'm doing this year, I will not be doing all of those next year, not even the ones that I have started myself. So yeah. So here we go. Yay. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. We need to do this part right here. And we're going to color her shoes that color as well. So I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope that, oh my goodness. Is this the right shoe? No, it goes on this side. Oh Lord. We'll figure it out. I don't know where it goes now. I'll figure it out. But I want to say thank you all for watching. Until next time, or tomorrow, happy CREDA.